It says we're live on the YouTube, but now I've got the set reminder scheduled for motherfucker. It's doing it again. Motherfucker. Oh, it's working. Okay, good. Because I just heard myself say motherfucker when I clicked on it. Alright, we are live on YouTube. How's it going, YouTube? Facebook.
It tastes good. Eat it. I've been eating it.
There we go. Chat should be working there. And should be working there. Alright. We are live everywhere. With little to no problems. No drop frames today. CPU usage is sitting around 60% at max right now. That's great. It's because I don't have all those fucking websites pulled up. Alright. We got 5-ish minutes, yeah?
4.5 just passed.
Yep.
4:25.
We are in sync. And once again, I'll be Joey Fat One today.
Joey Fatone.
Fat One. That's how I'd like to pronounce his last name. I mean,
Did you see that dumb shark movie they did?
No, I did not.
He did this cameoed in this stupid fucking shark.
Is it a new one?
Not really. It's all like very stereotypical Jersey Shore, prehistoric, like shark.
Is it like The Meg or something stupid like that? I didn't think I remember some stupid movie.
No, The Meg is the new movie that's coming out, and that shit looks insane.
Here's the can for that hot bullet. See how it's nice and Wild Westy looking?
That is pretty cute looking. I can see what attracted you to it based on all your Red Dead time.
Yep. Which time we got 3 minutes. I'm gonna go grab a couple more beers to keep in here with me. I'll be right back.
Yep. 3:05. Two minutes flat.
155. All right.
$40.
We should just sit and count down the time until the show actually starts. Just troll everyone who's watching right now. Hi, everybody. The show has not started yet. The show will begin in 1 minute and 19, 18, 17, 16. I need a sweet robot. Stop calling me telemarketers. Bastards.
They tune in and they think that there's a bomb about to go off.
Oh, this show's about to bomb.
Fifth.
Did you take a look over any show notes, Guru? We actually have.
I've looked over some of it. I'm trying to go over a lot of it, but I'm also taking care of this one right.
Yeah, got you.
25.
Doing the daddy thing. Stay on dad.
Mom. Goo. 5th. Second.
Faja, can you hear me?
Yeah. 5. All right. Here we are. Another wonderful Wednesday. I'm Thump. Of course, I got Stone, Super Kimmy Guru. We are the Angry Dandelion, here to smash mouth your Wednesday once more and put it on the block.
Yeah. Except Tom Gully's still live.
Yep. It says I'm on the air, though.
Yeah, it does say we're on the air. But it threw Tom Gully back up. Oh, my dear Lord. And we'll continue our wonderful radio debacle, I suppose, on this one.
Yay!
Another wonderful
Yay.
Wednesday radio nightmare.
Woo!
I don't know why we're the only ones having the problem.
Hey, it says now playing the Angry Dandelion. Holy crap. Oh, nope. Now it's just ironic radio. Yep. Still the same Wednesday bullshit on the radio. Isn't that exciting?
I'm tickled to death.
Well, hi everyone out there in Facebook and YouTube's land. Radio, yeah, whatever.
Radio, yeah, whatever.
We'll deal with you whenever you decide to start actually fucking working. Hey, it's back to the Angry Dandelion Radio.
Really? I got ironic, Dennis Leary, and bumming. Oh, now angry.
Yep, Dennis Leary loves meat. I'm sure that was entertaining. What the fuck, man?
I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that one.
And it was only on for like 1 split second, so it'll probably just be his voice for like 1 split fucking second.
Enjoying meat.
Enjoying meat. Yeah, maybe he's just eating, a Polish sausage or some bacon or something. You can just listen to his lips smacking him chomp or something.
That could be that's my new direction, y'all. I'm gonna do those ASMR videos, and I'm just gonna sit back and eat meat in front of my
Thump eats meats.
Thump eats meat.
I've heard that those things
tune in Fridays right after
They
the Tom
hard, dude.
Gully show for Thump Eats Meats. This week he'll be trying a delicious Polish sausage from Eckrich Farms.
You'll get to hear every delicious taste.
That's right. All the man,
sausages.
that's tasty.
I'm actually really surprised that those videos or those types of live streams and videos are actually making it. I'm not gonna lie.
People are audiophiles, man.
I would never think that, hey, you know what I want to do? I'm gonna throw on this guy or this girl just eating or sprinkling paper or
Just rubbing their fingers together.
yeah. What the heck? Like,
Well,
really?
You should start one where you're just blasting ass into the microphone the whole time.
Actually, there's probably a couple of those
Tune
out
in
there
to
that
Fart
are.
Radio.
There's probably a couple of them out there.
Listen to what I'm smelling. Shit.
One of me just solving a Rubik's Cube and then messing it back up and then resolving it.
You can't, no video though, just audio.
No, I'm just saying.
It's got to, ASMR. It's got to, you got to be able to see them messing with the stuff too. That way you know what it is.
Here we go. This is the show, guys, for the rest of the show. It's just Guru playing with his Rubik's Cube. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be shutting up soon. Just kidding. I never shut up. So it's Wednesday.
Well, it's been a week, guys.
It's been, yeah, it's been something.
We've made the transfer from one holiday to the next officially in pretty much, I'm sure, everywhere you go.
Outside is hectic.
Everywhere I go,
outside is hectic.
Everyone asks me for money. That's the problem. That's what it is, man. That's all this last fucking 2 months of my life has been. It's like, hey, Christmas is coming up. Give me all of your money. You don't need it to pay your fucking bills. I need it so I can pay my bills. And
and the little one and the missus went out to a show downtown of pretty much people showing off their Christmas trees and stuff like that in a little building, essentially.
You should have set them all on fire.
I was roaming around. Well, they had some pretty neat stuff there. But I was roaming around, and there was a guy that just rolled up out of nowhere. It was like, hey, can you go over to this area and buy me some food? I was like, I don't have cash on me. Oh, they take debit card. I'm like, the heck? Like, are you serious right now?
When the bums are like, I know they accept this form of payment, sir.
I was like, I don't have my card either. Like, I'm waiting for my little one and the missus to freaking get done window shopping, essentially. Like, what the heck? You just came out of the blue. Like, as soon as I was like, I don't have my card, he just walked away, and immediately I watched him hit somebody else up. I was like, are you kidding
I'm surprised
me right now?
the bell jinglers don't have fucking debit card machines attached to them at this point, man.
Smart readers?
Yeah, dude. Seriously. Just everybody wants my damn money.
PayPal, Apple Pay.
Yeah. Please don't just give me all your money. 'Tis the season for you to be broke and someone else to enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it fucking is. Well, I've got an article from the Better Business Bureau called The 12 Scams of Christmas. Not that Christmas isn't a scam all on its fucking own, in my opinion. And just a forewarning, I hate Christmas. I hate everything about it. Everything.
If you couldn't tell already.
Everything.
He is the Scrooge of our group.
I'm like the Scrooge and the Grinch combined, and I never, ever, ever get enlightened and get the holiday cheer. You can send all the fucking ghosts at me you want. I'll still be pissed.
Or Cindy Lou.
Yeah, fuck Cindy Lou Who. I got something for her. She wants a present. She needs to hit up the Salvation Army. They got all my fucking money. At least my loose change. Firefighters with boots. People standing on the street. I mean, seriously, firefighters turning into freaking panhandlers on street corners, taking their boots off like, would you fill these up with change? And god damn it, man, I'm a nice person. House Gryffindor. I get it, open up my center console, I grab a handful of fucking change, and I throw it in the goddamn boot. I'm fucking gullible, man. He's like, dude, I don't carry cash, but like, here's like half the change in my center console, and then later I'm like, man, you know what would be really nice?
He's passive aggressive Scrooge.
yeah, really. Later on down the road, I'm like, sure, it would be nice to be able to stop off at this gas station and get a can of Coke from this vending machine, but I gave all my change to the firefighters because
I'm a good guy.
Because they need my money more than I do, I guess. I don't fucking know.
Peace on earth and goodwill towards men.
I love how since we got him to take that test and everything that he semi does nice, he's like, House of Gryffindor.
That's
right.
right. He's got a rep.
That's right.
He's got a rep solid.
I'm the motherfucking hero in this story. Harry Potter ain't got shit on me besides $1 million. There you go. Hit up fucking Harry Potter for some money. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm the poor one in House Gryffindor.
Oh, man.
Hell yeah. There you go. Fucking hit up Harry Potter for
I'm
some
the fucking Ron Weasley of this bitch.
Holy cow. Yeah, there it is. Right there on the table for you.
Fucking
You
Garbo.
guys heard it first from here.
That's right. The
But yeah.
angry dandelion.
I'm gonna kick over to Live Chrome so people can get educated on what scams are out there.
That's right.
I saw the title of the article and saw it was for the Better Business Bureau, so I was like, yeah, we're gonna talk about this.
Inform the people.
So first and foremost, $678.75 billion was spent on Christmas last year. They expect it to be $682 billion this year.
Oh boy.
I need some of that Christmas cheer.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, so 12 scams of Christmas, look-alike websites. They're trying to steal your money. I'm going to make this real quick. I'm going to summarize this all for you real quick. Social media gift exchange. They're trying to steal your money. That's a pyramid scheme. Don't do it. Grandparent scams. People trying to rob your grandma so she can't give you Christmas gifts. They pose as your grandchild or other family member and claim they have been in an accident, arrested, hospitalized, or another urgent issue. Garbage. Temporary holiday jobs. So, as we all know, there's always extra work around Christmas time, especially retailers. Well, some people try to get extra personal information so they can steal your money.
Yep.
Free gift cards. They're trying to steal your money. E-cards. They're trying to steal your money. Fake shipping notification. They're trying to steal your money. Phony charities. Trying to steal your money. Letters from Santa. Santa Claus is trying to steal your fucking money.
There you go.
Unusual forms of payment. Prepaid debit or gift cards, wire transfers, and third parties. They're trying to steal your money. Travel scams. Email offers. They're trying to steal your money. Never wire money to someone you don't know. In the last one, in the worst one as far as I'm considered, puppy scams.
Oh no, not puppy.
Puppy scams. People are trying to steal people's money by showing them pictures of fucking puppies, man. That is some bullshit. How can you do that?
Not for anything. They are known as the Humane Society, and they used Melissa Etheridge and whoever the next crying, whining ass fucking thing was when they showed you sad, dying dogs on TV, and those people are just trying to get you money.
So yeah, basically, Christmas is a giant fucking scam. Keep your money. If you want to give someone a gift, give them the gift of you keeping your money and not needing to borrow money from them after Christmas because you're fucking broke because of the stupid tea set or some bullshit you gave them.
Tom
Christmas.
Tom Gully had a good article yesterday about that Christmas and giving. There was a husband and wife scenario where the wife ended up having to sell her hair. It was back in like 1919 and some shit like that. Like it was back in the day. 1912 to 1919.
People have been scamming Christmas since 1900s.
Hold on. This lady had to sell her hair in order to get, she was selling her hair for money to get the money to be able to buy her husband this platinum pocket watch chain. So she gets it all wrapped up, gives it to him Christmas. And he's like, oh man.
Did he sell his pocket watch to get her some combs or some shit?
He did sell his pocket watch to get her some combs. So she with no hair, no need of comb, and him no pocket watch with need of change.
I love it. I love it. The scam of Christmas, where you sell your things so you can get other people things.
But yeah, I was like, man, that's the saddest irony of just a gift. It's like they loved each other so much.
You could say it's about Jesus and his birthday, but December 25th wasn't even Jesus' birthday. You can't even prove that Jesus was fucking real. Imagination.
If you believe hard
I did
enough.
just watch Imagination Land South Park episode.
Yep. That's good.
That's a good episode.
That was on like yesterday, day before.
That is a really good episode.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
Butters is the hero.
to hell with Christmas. As it scrolls across the screen, there is only 20 days until it is over, folks. That's when my celebration begins. Real Christmas comes
prime for New Year's.
And no, as I prime for tax season when the government gives me my fucking borrowed money back. Fucking scammers right there too.
Part of it.
Yeah, part of it.
When they give you part of the money they borrowed from you back.
Yeah, because the Air Force needed $1,200 for a fucking paper coffee cup. Sons of bitches.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all saw those articles on there, but there's some big issues surrounding that. I'm not going to get into politics too much, but there's like trillions of dollars that are unexplained, and the Air Force was paying like $1,200 for paper coffee cups.
That's not the first. If you go through their budgetary list like that, there's a lot of items that are paid for just like that.
Yeah.
Where it's a ridiculous amount for like plastic spoon.
I knew Starbucks was expensive, dude, but damn.
But well, now you understand why, because they got to pay so much for that fucking paper cup.
Yeah, dude. Well, trees.
Well, whenever we said,
Save the
hey, yeah,
trees.
sure, we'll pay taxes to help get the supplies I guess you guys need or whatever, we didn't mean paper coffee cups.
I think the
well, what you didn't know is when they said recycled paper coffee cups that they were actually just like
made out of money. It's
Yeah.
recycled. It's recycled fucking money.
they were spitting at them and wiping them out and handing them to the next person.
I think maybe they should treat funding like they do my child's schooling every year. They give me a list. I go out and spend $300 on supplies that the teacher never needed.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Now I just pissed every teacher off in the world. Come at me, bro.
I can legitly agree with that.
Well, I mean, first of all, I understand that a lot of teachers pay out of pocket for a lot of the supplies that are going on in their classroom. Totally get that.
Mhm.
I think there should be funding for that. But at the same time, the goddamn Clorox cleanup wipes that you never even asked my son for, that I use at home now. Thanks, I have a cleaner. The 3 boxes of tissues that my son took in and you never took from him that ended up coming back home. That's great. I had a cold a few weeks ago. Those came in handy. I didn't have to use fucking toilet paper like I usually do. So, I mean, it benefited me in the end, I guess. But the school supplies, you never even took them. Tried to turn them in, you never even took them.
That's must.
Yeah. I went out and spent my hard-earned cash so these little kids could blow their fucking noses in some nice, soft Kleenex. Instead, you're probably sending them to the bathroom so they can use toilet paper. Either that or they're blowing it on their shirt sleeves.
One or the other.
It's that
getting done.
sandpaper toilet paper too.
Oh, yeah, you know that
Yeah.
shit's 1-ply. 1-ply and, like, I don't know, sandpaper grit, but rough.
Not fine.
You want to talk about a chapped asshole? Use some public school toilet paper.
No.
Mm-mm.
It ain't angel
Wouldn't
soft,
be-
it's devil rough.
Yeah, wouldn't back then and won't now.
Did back then, never again.
No. I learned at a very early age the camping style of carry your own.
Yeah, right.
I just made sure I was home. Anytime that I said I needed to go to the bathroom and spent 30 minutes in there, it's because I was bored in class. Or I was smoking in the bathroom.
Smoking in the boys' room.
You better believe it, man. They had the exhaust vents right above the toilets, so I mean,
Why not?
What do you do, right?
It sounds like you've created a ventilation system that promotes my smoking habit.
Yeah, that's right. I can go in here, in against this vent, and be good.
Yep. Thanks, Catholic school.
Yay!
You did this to me.
You did this to me.
Oh, shit.
Made him a well-rounded, functioning House of Gryffindor.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
The angriest member of Gryffindor.
He regrets being this nice.
Yeah. It's not that I enjoy being nice. Trust me. I hate every minute of it, but I do it anyways, because, damn it, I feel bad if I don't. Then I feel bad when I do.
It's a lose-lose situation with him.
Yeah, so how's that online version of the Nice You going?
Oh, it's great. Really.
How many people you robbing a day now?
You talking Red Dead?
Yeah.
I don't rob people anymore, man. I kill defenseless birds. That's how I make my money. Spoonbills, pelicans.
He really does.
Yeah, I just go around and kill birds because their feathers are worth more money than anything in the game.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
he opted.
I rob someone, take their gold wedding ring. I sell it for $1.20. I go out and I kill a fucking bird and I sell one of its feathers for $1.50.
Oh.
So, as the whole internet knows by now, and I touched on it last week, the economy in Red Dead Online is broken. They got some patches coming up for that shit, and hopefully it gets fixed to my liking. But
Hopefully
to the fans' liking.
I'm the fan.
Across the board.
I'm the only one who matters in Red Dead Online.
He hopped in my party yesterday and was telling one of my buddies that's been having a hard time. Just got to 14, just got his fishing rod. He's been getting his head blown off every single time he goes fishing. Every single time.
I got a sweet fishing spot. One thing I do like doing is just roping NPCs off their horses and dragging them behind my horse. That is fun. I feel better after that. Sweet release.
That is not Gryffindor.
Just let it happen, poor citizen. Just let it happen. I know you want this. I read Mike Tyson's book. That is a quote from High School High with John Lovitz.
There you go.
There's a 90s throwback for you. John Lovitz even is a 90s throwback.
Yeah,
right? Was he even relevant then? I think his most famous role was probably in Little Nicky, where he plays the giant crow.
Yeah.
I actually totally forgot that he was that.
You know what? I'm gonna now that we're talking about that, I'm gonna touch on one thing that is appropriate for Christmas, and the only thing that is good about Christmas. It's National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, but we don't get like a...
When I grow up, I want to be Cousin Eddie. Guru, I'm coming to your house and dumping my toilet in your sewers.
God dang it.
Oh. Personally, I thought his better stuff was the animated shit.
He did have an animated show, didn't he? What the fuck was that
called?
Critic. The Critic.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he was a movie critic.
Yeah, that wasn't bad.
He was an A-League, Rat Race, High School High, Benchwarmers, Little Nicky, Small Time Crooks, Grown Ups 2, Three Amigos, 8 Crazy Nights, Trapped in Paradise.
Three Amigos, now that's a classic right there, too.
That was a classic.
The Stepford Wives, Producers. He was on News Radio.
We are.
Mom and Dad Save the World.
We should do that for next Halloween, gentlemen. We need some Three Amigo costumes.
My Stepmother's an Alien.
We'll have to learn their secret little like handshake type thing.
National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon.
Loaded Weapon's a great movie. He wasn't that, wasn't he? Yeah, he was.
City Slickers 2.
City Slickers is a good movie. All right, John Lovitz, I take it all back. You're an American treasure, sir. So, something cool that Thump threw into the show notes, and I've got something nice to follow that up. We've got robot plants, dude.
Robo Plant.
Robo plants.
Cyber plants, man. Connected to their own ecosystem. I know. A plant having to have a computer ecosystem, right?
Yeah.
If I can get the scene to switch, I'll pull up the article for
How
everyone.
how good are you at taking care of houseplants?
Me?
Yeah.
Fairly decent.
All right. How good is
The
Megan?
miss? Not so.
All right. Well, this makes it to where pretty much anybody should be able to have a plant.
Robot plant. So
Yep.
so this works. They correct me if I'm wrong, Thump. I just briefly went through the article. This works because they attached basically electrodes to the plant, and it tracks the plant's electronic need for light and moves the plant to the light source when the plant needs light. So basically, they've tapped into the plant's feelings.
Right. Is essentially what it is.
Take that, vegans. Plants have feelings.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah,
back
there
to
you go.
eating cows. They don't have feelings.
Oh man, PETA's under a lot of fire right now for all the shit they've been saying.
Really?
Do tell.
Yeah, they've come out with like instead of grab the bull by the horns, they want you to say something else. It's not animal detriment. They're equating the term grab the bull by the horns to a homophobic remark.
Ooh.
What?
They're saying it's that severe that you're talking about hurting an animal to the degree that using a homophobic or racial remark would be. And not only did they just put it out there like that, but they also turned around and tweeted about it later.
This is the reason why I hate people.
I'm just gonna say that PETA
Bringing
will
home the
never,
bacon,
ever be
The term they
an
don't want you.
unofficial sponsor.
Nope, hold on. The term "bringing home the bacon" needs to now be "bringing home the bagel."
And what happened to all those fucking wheat plants that got destroyed to make that flour to make those bagels? Bringing home the bacon was one pig. How many wheat plants were destroyed and killed, murdered by giant machines, packed so tight into that little field with no place to roam?
I love it.
Nope.
Love it.
I'm all
yeah.
about free range wheat.
Free range wheat.
I like one little wheat stalk here and one all the way over here.
Thrashed,
Yeah.
hand thrashed.
No. It don't even cut it down, man. You just gotta take the little wheat germ out one by one. Well, only when the wheat plant is ready for it to happen, though. You have to
Release.
you have
Ready
to
to release.
you have to have that, you have to have that conversation. And if it has already had little baby wheat plants, you gotta let it be. It needs to raise its wheat children. Fucking garbage, man.
I swear to God, what the fuck?
But yeah, they tweeted.
Come
They posted to their website or somewhere. They posted this list of terms that we use, and like I said, like bringing home the bacon or grabbing the bull by the horns. Those terms and alternate terms to use instead of animal cruel terms that would insinuate or suggest violence towards animals.
What about all that fucking herbal tea those fuckers are drinking? What about all those
Hey,
herbs,
not
man?
for anything. I love exactly what you said about this. This tapped into the plant feeling. There
Yeah.
you go, PETA, and all you vegans and vegetarians. Plants have feelings.
So I'm gonna need all y'all to stop eating.
That's right.
Well, what are they going to eat now? Because
And don't
have
even try to
feelings-
drink water, because we all know there's microorganisms in your water that are living, and when you
Yes.
consume that water, you are taking away their right to life.
Mhm.
And then you
Yeah.
pee them out as excrement. How do you think those little symbiotes feel? I mean, you know, how do you think those little organisms feel?
Amoeba.
Yeah, have you seen the videos of the amoeba? Aren't they little cute looking little bear freaking things?
Osmosis Jones, did it not teach you anything?
Yep, leave them be. No water, no food. You guys can't have it anymore. Me, on the other hand, I'm going to go slaughter some animals and eat the fuck out of it.
That's right. And I'm gonna have a potato right next to it.
That's right. Take that, potatoes.
That way they can talk about their feelings while I'm eating them.
That's right.
Oh no, it's baked.
That's why you pair. Doesn't everybody know that's why you pair those two together so they can actually have the conversation about life after death?
Mhm.
Yeah, so like animal and plant heaven is in this region of my body.
Region of the human body, right about here.
So
Purgatory
so
is
that
sitting
brings
on my
up-
plate.
that brings a whole new meaning to my body is the temple. A very large temple,
Yeah,
Oh,
that's right.
but
Well, I
it
gotta
is
go
a
to-
temple.
I'm doing my part.
Doing
For the
God's work
world.
over here, folks. Doing
That's
God's
right.
work.
That's right.
'Tis the
I
season.
quit.
It's the season.
But yeah, this is kind of cool, man. Plants have natural bioelectrochemical signals inside them. They get excited in response to environmental conditions and conduct these signals between tissues and organs. Such electrical signals are produced in response to changes in light, gravity, mechanical stimulation. Ooh, plants is getting stimulated. Temperature, wounding, and more. So plants feel pain. They are electrically active systems readily occurring in nature.
That's right.
So does this mean whenever you drive by a farm now, you're going to see a bunch of these like plants just moving around like an actual herd?
No, this is primarily for the people with house plants that.
Yeah, but you can't say cowboy anymore. It's wheat boy.
That's right.
Soy boy. Just
Soy
regular-
boy.
Got my hat on. I put a
Wait,
cow
I think that's our-
instead of
wait,
chewing
hold
on
on.
straw, they're chewing on cow bones.
I think I think soy boy is already a thing.
Is it? Damn it.
Yeah, I think it's got something to do. Like, there's a community I think out there somewhere that is soy boys.
Oh well, fuck them. I don't even know who they are or what they're about, but I don't like them.
But no, this with the plants, man. I mean, I was like, all right, this is definitely got to be some very unique technical news. When you talk about, you see a tree that's grown really weird. You know what it was. There was a big tree next to it, and it had to grow out from underneath it, and it's kind of leaned over this, spreading out.
Mhm.
And that's the phenomena that they're using is the technique for measuring the movement on what it needs to do. So if there's an intense light source over here that's providing the heat that would be more suitable for the plant's like, we need to go over there, and this thing will take them over there.
I like how they're just using desk lamps. It's like they peered into my makeshift studio here and were like, this guy's got it figured out. Just go to Walmart, buy some cheap ass desk lamps. Use that for lighting.
I saw these desk lamps, and I earlier today watched the story of Pixar, and that's all I thought about when I saw him. I was like, oh, look, the little Pixar guy.
Yeah, lamps have feelings too.
That's right. Lamps have feelings too. Hello.
So robot
Hold it back.
plants. that's pretty cool.
Yeah, man.
Another thing that's pretty cool is this coming up next is this damn body armor, dude. I'll wait for it to kick over here for everybody watching the stream. I can see it right now. I guess
Is it body armor, or is she just like?
It is a armor suit is technically what it's called. And if you look at that first photo that's up there, dude, she is in the blast. So I'm just going to go ahead and play this video. This article is put up by RT.com, so all credit to, you know, anybody who deserves the credit, and so on and so forth.
Yeah,
but,
we'll put the link.
So they're making Iron Man?
Yeah, just watch this. I'm going to let the sound go and everything.
Superwoman.
Watch this. Look at that shit. Sorry, watch your ears, folks. These are loud. These are real explosions. That shit is crazy, dude.
Evet, burada bir tatbikat alanındayız. Garfield adı verilen askeri bir çiçek verilecek kendisine. Bu arada bu kostümün içinde
Yeah.
yaptığı bir kadın görevli olduğunu
She just walked through
söylememiz
explosions,
lazım.
and she got flowers.
Koruma sağladığı
They aren't members of the
özellikle,
new PETA.
silahlar içinde.
Oh, well, I know why they sent her in. She's a ginger. She has no soul. It didn't matter if she died. No, that's some pretty. That's just cool, dude. I'm sorry if anyone wants to give me a suit so I can just walk around and during explosions, I'll be more than happy to wear it.
Like, that is insane, though.
Yeah. And
If somebody said, "Here's this suit, put it on, walk through these explosions," I'd be like, "You first."
yeah, you're talking crazy. So you see this lady? She's just a model, dude. Like she truly is just a model. So the Russians paid this. Now this article is from 2017, so this is old. But it was new to me. But dude, that's just so crazy. I'm gonna kill the audio and just play the video again this time, because it's just nuts, man. I mean, she's literally right in the damn explosions.
Yeah, she took a lot of those blasts, like, to the face.
There's an inappropriate comment there.
I know there is, and I'm leaving it alone.
Me too, because I'm a good citizen. But yeah, dude, she's just walking Terminator style through this shit.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is. Russia now has Terminators in their...
The fire was the best part for me, right there at the end.
They're mildly attractive redheads. Look at that.
Well, that's how they're
soulless.
going to get everybody.
She's like, "Oh, thank you for the flowers. That was my payment. Welcome to Russia, where you get paid in flowers for walking through minefields.
That's right.
I will take these home and cherish them forever."
I wonder how many times they had to demonstrate it to her before she was like, "All right, I'll try it." Like I said, man, somebody told me to put on that suit and walk through some explosions. My first words out of my mouth are going to be like, "You first." Like...
Yeah. And see the bags there. Is that the person who the suit failed? Right there. Did you see that? Let me go back. Right there. Is that the body bag of the person where the suit didn't work? That's the real question you got to ask yourself. But yeah, it
probably is, man.
So the designer said the material and suit are already good enough to deal with bullets and blast fragments, but they are still working to boost the flame retardant properties to withstand 30 seconds of continued exposure.
So she
Currently
wasn't a ginger before she put on that outfit.
That's right.
No, her hair is on fire afterwards. Oh man, but yeah, that was cool. I saw that and figured that was worth watching. I know the first time the explosion hit, man, I about jumped up out my chair. I was like, "Damn, that's loud!" Got a headset on, but yeah, dude, walking right. I mean, literally. I mean, she's not over top of the explosion, so I don't think you could take a step on
undercarriage blast.
Yeah. I don't think the suit is ready for the undercarriage wash. But that's an extra $3. But dude, that's just crazy. And I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
I need one of those suits just to wear around.
So you can take a
You
blast.
could you see him in the kitchen walking around this damn thing with his employees
Hell
looking at him
yeah,
like, what the fuck is
I,
about to go on?
I'd just be like, everything's getting flambéed, motherfuckers. Give me that 100 proof. Give me that cheap 100 proof vodka. We're setting it all on fire.
Yeah.
Throwing Molotov cocktails around the kitchen.
Employees walking slowly, actually probably very quickly out the door.
No, everybody gets a suit.
More.
Be like Oprah.
Everybody gets a suit.
Everybody gets a suit. It's just explosion kitchen, and then whatever lands on the plates is what you eat from the explosions.
Your
Hopefully-
residents would not be happy.
Hopefully it's not any plant matter though, because as was proven with the previous article we showed, plants have feelings.
Yes,
Right.
they do.
And we here at the Angry Dandelion care tremendously about the plants.
I mean, yeah, I mean, that's why we're Angry Dandelion. I mean, look at what they've been doing to our plant brethren.
That's right.
I mean, how many like lives do you think during that explosion got taken?
Yeah, and you know what? Now that you mention that, they didn't consider all that grass around there. They were only concerned about the animal, not the grass. Look at all that dead. Look at all those dead lives lost in the
Blown
pursuit.
apart.
In the pursuit of military technology, all those blades of grass
genocide.
lost their life. I mean, there's probably some worms down there too that got blown up, but you know, whatever.
Oh,
Fuck animals.
I didn't even bring. That's funny. You talk about military technology. I had an article that I didn't bring in with this. There's a VR company that just got an augmented reality deal with the military.
Microsoft.
Hmm?
Microsoft. HoloLens. Microsoft got a military contract for hundreds of millions of dollars to bring HoloLens technology to the military, more for training purposes than like in battle purposes.
Right.
But that is some interesting news, you know. Let me see. I'll click back over to our regular screen to see if I can find that article.
Yeah, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, they weren't the only one that I had seen though. There was another company that was involved in this too, and I think they're vying for the contract. It was virtual reality.
No, well, Microsoft got the deal. They've got the contract at this point. Here we go. I'll use the Motley Fool's article here. The U.S. Army is ready to explore its potential as a combat technology. So, $480 million contract with the U.S. Army is what Microsoft got. That would make the Army by far Microsoft's largest HoloLens customer to date. It has sold about 50,000 HoloLenses. So yeah, Microsoft is now a military contractor. I mean, I guess they've been for a long time, because weren't they using Xboxes back in the day to fly drones and shit like that? Xbox controllers or PlayStation controllers?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, that they have.
Well, you know, it's the military industrial complex, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did not. That's not.
So just to recap what we've learned today so far. Christmas is a scam. Plants have feelings. Fuck you, PETA. And soulless gingers are free to wear suits of armor and get blown up. And
Microsoft is now a military company.
and Microsoft is making bank selling HoloLens to the military.
Yeah.
And that was the first 43 minutes of the show. How exciting. How exciting. So, let's see. What else we got? Thump, you've been checking out Destiny, yeah?
Yeah.
Let me pull that.
Did you really
Right.
pay? did you really pay the $30 extra?
The grind is on. I
Did
waited
you-
until after I had already went through all of the Forsaken content before I
Made that-
decided whether to invest in an annual pass.
Yeah.
Wait, so this costs more money?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus, titty fucking Christ.
It's the annual pass.
Um,
Like if you bought Forsaken, you bought Forsaken, and you're gonna get continued content updates, and your level cap's gonna increase. But there's certain other content you won't have access to. But this is what their idea of Destiny moving forward actually is this annual pass system of there's 3 yearly drops of content and game
Like big
stuff,
content, right?
like pretty substantial content. Like this right here, the Black Armory stuff. This stuff I'm still under leveled.
dude,
I'm
I
watching
can't
people-
afford to keep up with Destiny anymore, though. Man, Destiny getting too expensive.
I'm watching people power level that have already hit like 630 and are over 630. I'm like at 606. You got to hit 610 to actually be fairly competitive in the Black Armory. And that's just with the AI in game. It's a PvE event. You and 2 other Guardians go into several rounds of combat, and you have to kill these big bosses and get these little orbs and throw those orbs at the forge. 20 of those ends a round, and you go how many ever rounds according to which armory you're in. Right now, I understand there are 4 armories, and the first armory's got 2 rounds in it. Recommended level is 610 to go in. The first enemies that you encounter are 615.
Dang.
The next ones are 625. So the grind is real. It's really about getting your prime engrams and getting all this stuff done, you know, knocking out all of the various styles of content that's available to you.
I ain't gonna lie, that sniper rifle looks pretty neat. How they
That
made it look
sniper
like a
rifle.
sword.
Yeah, I was gonna say it just looks like a sword. What is the name of that rifle? Actually, hold on a second here.
I was gonna say, if I'm not mistaken, I think you've got the list, right?
Yeah, let me move some things around here real quick so I'm not throwing show notes up for the whole world. And I'll pull it up. Here we go. Some of the sleek new weapons coming in Destiny 2's Black Armory.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I saw the trailer for it, and it looks like
it's
there's a
damn,
lot
It's
more.
a damn video, man. I'll play the fucking video. The audio is muted. So enjoy this Destiny video.
I wonder if this is the
I want that helmet.
trailer for it.
I think it is the trailer.
It looks like it is the trailer. This is totally the trailer for
Well,
it.
it's the elite weapons of the Black
Mhm.
Armory. So there you go. That's the rifle. Izanagi's. Yeah, the trailer seems
Izanagi's
approved.
burden.
Yeah, the trailer.
And yet, single shot. If you use, it's got a single shot option to use the whole trigger that will body drop one shot in Crucible.
I want the bow.
Dang.
The shotgun's pretty. One of the shotguns is pretty cool. One of the new shotguns. I got hold of one, not one for the Black Armory, but everybody's got their hands on the Hammerhead right now. That's the weapon from this week. That was like the highlight of your first round This thing is ridiculous.
Is that a railgun?
It's a grenade launcher that shoots
Threat
fireballs.
level is the shotgun you're talking about?
Well, not the one I got. The one I got is Crucible, but it's the new shotgun for Crucible.
Okay.
Yeah, that Anarchy
Yeah.
is pretty dope too. You see that? It shoots grenades that stick to the ground. And in succession of those grenades hitting on the ground, it creates lightning points between each of those grenades. And anything in the middle of it gets hit by all three. It's ridiculous. But yeah, the
Did
content.
I just see that right? Did they bring back the? Why do they call it the draw?
What?
The last word.
No, the last word does not back it.
But it totally looked like the last word.
That
does.
is the last word.
But it's called the draw.
No, the exotic quest is called the draw.
Oh, okay.
Exotic quest, the draw, starts on
Okay.
January 29th.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that quest
All right.
isn't even going to drop until like the end of the Black Armory.
I was like, that's the last word.
Yes.
So good. A hand cannon. So good.
The weapons look cool.
Ace of Spades in the last word. Boom, 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 boom. Just
That
saying.
new hand cannon that they showed for the Black Armory though, that kind of looked like almost the effect that it did kind of reminded me almost as the what was that, Fatebringer?
Oh, yep. It does have a similar bit of tendency to that. The bow that you saw in that has a thorn light
Really
effect to its shot.
I would like to have
that.
Damage over time.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
And that makes
So
sense.
they're
That makes
definitely
sense
bringing
for a
some
bow.
really neat. Yeah, they're definitely bringing some really neat weapons into.
Really neat weapons and random rolls. Like, that's the most fabulous part of it, is because now you have reasons to continue to try and grind your content.
Until you get that perfect rolled weapon that you like.
As I was scrolling through looking for stuff, I saw some articles that were like, the grind is Destiny or Bungie's going hard on the grind. Diving real deep into bringing the grind back to Destiny.
Yeah, well, they did their year one here for the casuals, and they listened to the community, and the community's like, fuck the casual.
Well, that's probably a good thing, because I'll be honest with you, I'd consider myself a casual Destiny player. I move on a lot, and then I'll come back eventually. But I'm definitely not a hardcore Destiny player.
It's odd for me because I was, and then I wasn't, and then like Forsaken kind of was like, all right, come back, check it out. And then it's like, ooh, they might have actually fixed it. This might be worth playing now. And it's had enough content to kind of keep driving it along and driving it along and driving it along. And they've given you pinnacle spots that you can get to as anybody. I mean, I'm proof that you don't have to raid or grind out all of the gambit in order to hit level 600.
Yeah, you are definitely proof of that, sir.
Yeah, you are.
Like, I don't raid.
And see, that's what I liked about those are the parts of Destiny that I liked the most, was the raids. I enjoyed the raids.
Well, yeah, if I had a group over there or a clan that had a want to actually do it, because the clan isn't really as active to want to do it, and I'm not really looking for a clan that's trying to do that. It's like at this point, I'm just kind of like, I'm enjoying the experience that I'm having with it. I've always got something seemingly to do, and I'm level-wise, yeah, I'm behind the real sweaties, but that's because they're running around in bunches of elitists, you
Well,
know.
you're getting your money's worth though, because you're enjoying it, and that's what
Yes.
really matters.
Yeah. You got to get yourself that sniper rifle.
Dollars over time, and I'm definitely getting my work out of it.
Yeah, you got to get some of those new weapons, man. They look
Right
really,
now I'm working
really
on a
neat.
damn machine gun, but I gotta hit the right level first. I might grind out a little bit more tonight and get on there again, but I got all my Crucible stuff done today. I'm going back and trying to get some of my titles, shit like that, so I can have purple underneath my name too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think the first one I'm going to end up being able to grab is Wayfarer. I've got 19 of the 22 things that I need to have done for it, and I've got one thing to complete one of those, and that'll be done. I'll be down to my last two for 21 and 22 left to do, and that is all pretty much one pack, which I think I've got 4 items that I need for that. One of them's that quest through fucking Mercury, where you gotta keep going to Brother Vance and get all those weapons that are around the dial inside of his place in the lighthouse.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you got to go in and get all of those weapons. And since I didn't play on PC during that expansion, it's like now I got to go back and just do all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was one of those I kind of sped through it. It was like, content. I went on to something else. I was going to the new content, not that content, because I'd already played that on Xbox. Come out. That's nice, but I'm out.
Word. I'm
And
sure.
redo it all, essentially.
I'm sure at some point I'll dive back in and grind my face off and whatnot. I'm sure I will, because I usually end up coming back to Destiny at some point. But for right now, it's Red Dead for me, and I'm interested. I'm really interested to see what Anthem does. I swear to God, EA, if you sent me an invite to this closed alpha and don't let me in, I'll be angry about it. That's about it. I'm not gonna make it.
I'll be angry about it. That's about
He'll
it.
continue to be the Dandelion.
Yeah, I'll continue
Yeah,
to
I'm
be
pretty.
angry.
Like I keep on every now and then. Like whenever I saw the trailer for Destiny, I was like, man, do I really want to get back into it? I'm already playing the catch-up game with Warframe, which I'm almost pretty much done playing the catch-up game with that. And then, well,
good.
for
If
now,
you want
until
something,
this
else to
month's
grind out and
freaking
grind around.
DLC.
If you
Yeah,
want something else
right.
to grind out and grind around.
I don't want to freaking get that game if Anthem's going to be coming out, because then I'm only going to be turning around.
To be honest, in your case, I'd wait for Anthem.
I think.
Do what?
In your case, I'd wait for Anthem. I wouldn't invest in Destiny. To be honest.
Yeah, I'm too far behind. Way entirely too far
Well,
behind.
no, they just you got to think they just had free on Xbox for a week, and then free on, or it was free on PlayStation, then free on PC. Xbox is supposed to get a week of it that it's going to be free on that.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think it's about being behind, Guru. I think it's more about the type of game that you get into.
Well, no, it really comes
more...
down to the fact of I would have to stop playing on PC and go back over to the console.
There's that. There you go. Guru, you need to get a little Salvation Army bell and ring it for PC components. You can find Guru at your local Dollar General. I'm ringing a bell.
There's one right down the street, dude. No joke.
Ringing a bell for PC components so we can join the master race. But speaking of PC components, man. So if you're a PC gamer, If you're up on your tech a little bit, you know that NVIDIA's got their 20 series RTX GPUs with ray tracing and all that bullshit. And the 2080 Ti was supposed to be the new Titan of this generation. Well, NVIDIA lied. They just released the RTX Titan, which is not a gaming card by any means, but it's got a sweet price tag of $2,500.
Get you some.
Yeah. Drop.
I'm gonna put 3 of those in my new machine.
Yeah.
Fuck me, man. What all this 20 series has turned into, all the RTX has turned into, was a great way for NVIDIA to jack up the prices on everything. That's my personal opinion on it. IMO. Garbage, man. It really is. That the 2080 Ti isn't that great of a graphics card. A lot of people have had them fail on them.
It is one of the biggest fail rates ever that it actually was discontinued on the website for like a week.
Yeah.
You could not purchase
an
RTX 2080 Ti from NVIDIA.
Yeah, so then they start throwing out RTX Titans at you, and it's like, first of all, it's not a gaming card. There is no game ever that's going to need 24 gigabytes of DDR6. It is the poor man's version of an NVIDIA Quadro card. So if you're doing graphical stuff and all, if you're rendering,
if you making movies,
yeah, it's your poor man's graphics card for that. You don't need it. You really don't. It has more cores. It runs a little bit more CUDA cores. It runs a little bit faster. More tensor cores, so on and so forth. But it's not going to be worth it. I mean, you can check out any of the tech tubers out there, and they're basically like, never ever ever spend your money on a Titan card. Get the Ti, but at this point, I'd say don't even get the Ti. I say skip the whole 20 series of graphics cards and wait until the next gen and see if NVIDIA keeps trying to rob everyone of their money. And on the tech news, I don't have any article for this, but I was as I was taking my power nap earlier, I started watching a video where AMD is getting ready to well, it's been leaked that their Zen 2 architecture, Ryzen 3000 series, may be an Intel killer, man.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, you're talking 6 cores, 12 threads on their low end. And on the high end, they're hitting 5 gigahertz clock speeds. On the high end, so they're directly competing with Intel's clock speeds now. So I'd be interested to see what the IPC instructions per clock is and see if that can compete with Intel. But Intel's struggling to put out anything next gen because they've refreshed Skylake like 4 times now because Intel can't get their chips to can't get the 7 nanometer processor or the 10 nanometer process to work for them. Whereas AMD is just killing it. Everything's working for AMD right now. And Intel better get their shit together. Intel's got a lot of money in R&D for a discrete graphics card to be released, I believe, in like 2020. That's why they picked up Raja Kadori from AMD, who was running the Radeon group for AMD, their graphics division.
All right.
But Intel's losing a lot of market share in the CPU realm, where, you know, they dominated for so long that they got lazy. In my personal opinion, they really did. They got lazy. Like, we can just keep refreshing this current architecture and up the clock speeds a little bit, and everybody's going to be like, this is the best thing ever. And, well, AMD said nay.
Well, do you think NVIDIA's kind of going through the same thing right now then?
I think NVIDIA is where Intel was until Ryzen. until the Zen architecture for AMD, because Intel is treading water right now, where if AMD could come out with a graphics chip to compete with NVIDIA's graphics chips, because they haven't, then maybe we'd see NVIDIA start to backpedal. But one thing that I feel is absolutely necessary that NVIDIA does not have is competition. Your AMD RX 580s, your AMD Vega graphics cards, 56 or 64, none of them can even compete with the Pascal series the 10 series NVIDIA cards. They just can't. They're low to mid-range graphics cards, and they're great for budget-friendly gamers. And don't get me wrong, most gamers are still running 1080p screens anyways.
Yep.
Most people aren't playing. I think it's somewhat like 3% of gamers on Steam use a 4K monitor. And you're talking well over 60 or 70% are using a 1080p monitor. So an AMD graphics card would treat you well there.
Yeah.
But if you're like me and you want to spend $1,300 to $2,000 on a monitor, you're going to need an NVIDIA graphics card. If you're going to run 1440p or 4K, you need NVIDIA right now. I think you could rock an AMD processor, but I wouldn't rock an AMD graphics card at anything above 1080p. And while RTX is super cool, I've seen a lot of videos on the ray tracing technology. It's actually called DXR. NVIDIA didn't invent ray tracing.
Nope.
They're just using they're the first ones to use the technology on a graphics chip. It's cool. It really is cool. You can watch some comparison videos out there. Jay's 2 Cents did a good one where he actually showed what reflections look like with a standard graphics card compared to an RTX card. You know, there's a part where he's playing Battlefield 5 and he pops behind this giant truck and it doesn't render, or it doesn't render properly, and then the RTX is on and it renders like it would in real life, the reflections. So if you want better reflections, spend $1,300 to $3,000 on a graphics card.
Better if you want your shadows blurry.
I mean that's really all RTX is doing for anyone right now. So it's a new technology. You want to be the early adopter, be the early adopter. Usually I'm that guy, but I'm not that guy for $1,300. I mean,
Right.
don't get me wrong. I spent $900 on my 1080 Ti, but that gave me in-game performance. That gave me FPS. Whereas RTX, as soon as you turn it on, FPS goes.
Yeah.
You'll see 4K frame rates drop from 70s and 80s down into the 40s once you turn RTX on. Now, supposedly there was a patch to Battlefield that improved it a little bit to where you can see closer to 60 FPS with ray tracing on. But it's an early adopter thing. Technology's not there yet. So,
Yeah, poor Battlefield 5 and Fallout 76 both sitting on the bad end of a stick right now, though.
yeah.
Yeah, they are.
No, hopefully they figure some things out with Fallout, but at the same time, hopefully they figure out some things with Red Dead, for that matter. Because
at least Red Dead though is still in beta form. Like whenever they came out with it, they announced, "Hey, this is a beta." Whenever Fallout 76 came out, they didn't say nothing about no beta. They didn't say anything that, "Hey, you're pretty much buying this full game to be a beta tester." Thanks.
They just reskinned Fallout 4 is basically what they did with Fallout 76, and then dumbed it down to allow multiplayer.
Yep.
Not cool, Bethesda. Not cool.
You heard Bethesda also lifetime banned a group of guys here recently.
Yeah.
What?
A homophobic assault on a player in game.
Well, it's their property. They have the right to do that. I mean, they really do. You can't be.
They said it was pretty. Supposedly, it was pretty brutal.
Yeah, you just if you're out in America, in the general public, feel free to homophobic assault anyone you want, as long as it's not infringing on their personal space or personal rights. But when you're using someone's property or intellectual property, they can tell you what you can and can't do with it. So don't be a dick.
Yeah, they can.
That's the real thing. I mean, hell, even in Red Dead, man, I was minding my own business, riding around doing my thing, and motherfucker comes up and just keeps killing me over and over and chasing me around the map, griefing the shit out of me. That is actually a reportable offense in Red Dead Online, is griefing, because it actually says in the TOS that you can't prevent anyone from enjoying the general experience of the game. You want to kill me one time? Cool. Great. You want to kill me 2 times because I shot back? Cool. But when you chase me clear across this map, which is huge, it takes like 15 to 20 minutes to cross the map on horseback. That's when you're griefing me, bro. And I even message people like, hey, man, stop. I'm just trying to hunt. You killed me once, I'll play the game. I shot you back. Killed each other twice. Great, I'm done now. Stop. Guy didn't stop, so I reported his ass for griefing. Because you're interrupting my experience at that point.
Well, that's an always-on world.
Mm-hmm.
So there's an extent to where it becomes less of a game and it becomes more of you just being a douchebag.
Yeah, what is he even getting at that point?
Nothing. There's absolutely, he's getting the satisfaction of trying to torture someone, essentially, or trying to ruin someone's experience.
Troll griefers, man.
So, I mean, don't get me wrong. There's times where I just riding by people, pull my lasso out, lasso them off their horse, and drag them for a mile. That's going to happen.
But you don't hunt the person down.
I don't continually go back, and if they chase me down to kill me, I earned it. And if we keep going back and forth, that's great. That's us enjoying that experience. But dude, if I'm trying to ride off into the sunset for 30 minutes and you keep chasing me down and killing me, that's when we've gone too far. If I were to do that, I won't do that to someone else, because I'm not there to ruin anybody's experience. I just figured you were standing there doing absolutely nothing on your horse, so
I needed to wake you up for a second.
yeah.
Remember,
I wanted to jolt you.
That's right. Remember, this online game.
and to be completely honest with you, if you're doing certain stranger missions, part of it is your posse can, if one posse is doing a stranger mission, they have to like escort a wagon. An icon pops up on your screen to go and stop them from completing that mission.
That's right.
So
that is part of the game experience.
Yep, and I did that yesterday, for that matter. Some dude was riding along on the wagon. I was leaving him alone, dude. I was just setting out in the swamps hunting, and a dude decided he needed to shoot me while he was doing that mission. So I was like, well, dude, you asked for it. So I rolled up, killed him and his posse, took his wagon, went and turned it in.
Hell yeah.
I was minding my own business, man. Just shooting birds. So that I will retaliate in a heartbeat. For the most part, yeah. For the most part, I leave people alone though. Usually, if someone rolls up on me, I bust out the emote, wave at him, like, "Hey, what's up, dude? I'm just here hunting, trying to make some money. Leave me alone." The moment you open fire, though, it's on. And the moment you continue to do it and not leave it alone after we've had our friendly exchange, then you're being an asshole.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, like I told you, like the buddy of mine that you hopped into the party with,
gunslinger.
yes, like he literally just was trying to fish, man. That's all he was trying to do, mind his own business and fish, and he was just getting grief nonstop. Like he tried to have an altercation with the guy, asked him to stop, still, dude just kept on coming. He was like, "F this, I'm out," just left.
Yeah, that's when you just report them. There is, if someone kills you enough. Now there's no passive mode in Red Dead Online like there is in GTA Online right now. But if someone kills you enough times, you can hit. There is a button press that pops up where you can parlay, where you are untouchable. They can't kill you for 10 minutes. So you have 10 minutes to move on.
But that person's gonna probably, if that guy really wants to freaking come after you, all he's gonna do is just follow you for 10 minutes until.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But that's your logical complaint for griefing right there. Is if he waits the 10 minutes for you to be eligible to die again, just following you around like a troll.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's where the in-game reporting system comes into play.
Right.
So, all in all, I've been enjoying the Red Dead Online. Can't wait till they fix the economy. They released a statement saying they're not going to wipe everybody's character at full release, so the money I'm saving up from killing all my birds is going to be worth it. I have turned in almost 1,000 animal parts just from hunting.
Woohoo!
Dang.
And
Ew, what? Killing it.
Well, and I'm not playing. I'm maybe playing 2-3 hours a day. But I've just put a ton of time into hunting. That's what myself, Lance 2S, regular, kind of guest stand-in on the show, and Unbound Hair, member of the Angry Dandelion. That's what we've been doing, is just going out and hunting, man, banking cash, and it's that open world experience that I like about Red Dead Online. I could give a shit about the PvP modes. I don't really care for any part of them. My dog's scratching at my door. The kids must be driving.
Because he's like, yo, you've already went over the midway point of the show.
Yeah, we have. Do we want to take 5, guys?
Yeah. I can find out what my devil child's doing.
Thump, you got music queued?
Yep.
Oh, speaking of music queued, if anyone out there dicks around with any music creation shit, hit us up. We'll be right back. All right. Guru will be back for a minute. So I was kind of looking at some of the stuff we had to go over for the rest of the show. I know you've got the Business Insider article about the 18 best video games of 2018. What if we take that and instead of running through that, go through the nominees for all the Game Awards that are going to be airing on Thursday?
Well, there you go. That works for me too.
Because most of those games are there, and we can kind of give our angry opinion on it, so to speak. But wait for Guru to get back so he can see what's going down. But I feel like, yeah, that's what, Thursday at 8:30 the Game Awards are going down. I'm sure we'll have lots to talk about next Wednesday about who won and what, but amongst other garbage. And I do believe next week is our half-year show, isn't it? Yeah, it will be episode 26. So next week will be our 6-month anniversary. We will be doing nothing exciting, nothing special.
Nope.
Well, it'll just be another day. But hey, 6 months. Next week. So yeah. So this Hot Bullets still love the can. It's just got that Wild West look to it. It's growing on me, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
you
how
you were a little standoffish when you took the first sip this evening. So
yeah, it's growing on me. I like how on the can though it says family owned, operated, and argued over.
Well, yeah.
Sierra Nevada.
Also, like I said, Sierra Nevada, got to give them a big shout out as a company in general right now, for uniting 100+ breweries or more to all brew one beer, and all of the proceeds from that beer are going to go to help the victims of the California fires. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
So big shout out to them for doing that. So, and you just happened to bring one of their beers. It's like, oh yeah, that's fucking cool. You know they're doing this. I forget what the name of the beer was.
Yeah, we'll have to look into that because I'd be. Here I go again. I'd be interested in buying one to support someone else. God damn it! Here I go trying to give again. One day I'll stop. I'll be dead. I'm the angriest, meanest, nice guy you've ever met. I'll be like,
angriest, meanest.
Yeah, I'll be like, hey, fuck you, buddy. Here's $20. You know, get yourself something to eat, get cleaned up. Yeah.
Okay, more than 1,200 breweries have answered Sierra Nevada's call for the campfire. That's the fire that started it. The campfire fire is being heard. But it's Resilience IPA.
Resilience IPA. Can you throw a link up in the Discord? And
we'll do the USA.
And then I'll pull up the article and show it on the screen for everyone, because you know that is quite the tragedy. So that kind of brings me to the whole climate change BS and whatnot. Did you see Al Gore was actually on the Daily Show with Trevor Noah, and I guess South Park did an episode brought Al Gore back, and the kids were like, Al Gore, you were right. Have you
Bear Pig?
Yeah, have you been keeping up on this? I haven't watched any of the new seasons of South Park. Have you watched any?
I've caught bits and pieces of it, yes. But it's kind of like my going to bed
fall asleep show. Yeah, I can see that. That's what I was thinking about doing this evening. Is once show's over tonight, I got to be up at 4 a.m. So
did you get that link?
I need a fall asleep show. No, it didn't post into the group call here on Discord at all.
All right, give me just hold on here. I got you.
Yeah,
there you go. I put it in general chat.
Yeah,
But
yeah. For me to be able to grab it, since we're using Discord, I have to has to go.
yeah,
into
that's
a
why
call.
I went ahead and put it here.
All right, Jesus Christ, USA Today. I'm not giving you $1 per month. All right.
Come on, man. Give him $1.
All right, here we go. Once the scene kicks over. All right, so you guys aren't seeing it right yet, but
There it is.
yeah, 1,200 breweries. Look at them huffing those hops.
Yeah.
That's a forest ranger.
That's a cool can. I like the can. So the Deadlies are going to sign on a brew of beer. Blah. So
Also, a little highlight because Sierra Nevada Brewing Company, their location.
right. So just as I'm slowly learning about brewing beer, that's a lot of hops, dude. And wouldn't they have to be the same for it to be the same beer? Wouldn't it have to be the same strain of hops
No,
grown in the same region?
no.
Because hops change flavor based on the region they're grown in.
Right.
So that's just something that. But hey, that's really cool that, you know, because one thing everybody needs when, you know, your home gets burnt down is a little bit of release, and a great beer would be be one way to just breathe for a fucking minute. My opinion. I mean,
Give you that bounce back, the resilience needed
yeah, the resilience.
to deal with what you got going on, because you definitely got it going on.
So
But
that,
yeah, like I said, for them to team up, you know, they put out the call basically to be like, yeah, what brewers out there would be willing to give your facilities up to brew this particular beer, and sell it everywhere, and all of the proceeds go to campfire relief.
if I see some, I'll be buying some. That's,
So it was
that's
like,
for
all
sure.
right, that's a hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'll definitely be buying some.
But yeah, that was triggered because of his Sierra Nevada.
I'm going to throw this link up in the Discord call so you guys can pull up this Game Awards thing.
Oh,
too.
I've got that page up already.
All right, there it is for you, Guru, in the Discord, in our call. So Thursday at 8:30, Game Awards. I know we wanted to talk about a little bit about some of the best games of 2018. I feel like this is probably one of the best ways to talk about it. Of course, I'm sure there's going to be plenty of games on here that I haven't played or barely even heard of. But this kind of stuff is a great way to find games, in my opinion. It's a way to find games that you haven't played and might be interested in playing is going through stuff like this. So if you're watching out there, you know, check it out. Maybe you see something that piques your interest in a game worth buying. So I guess we'd start with Game of the Year nominees. We'll just roll through all their nominees.
That's the next one down, yeah.
Game I want to play, but don't want to spend $60 on: Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Actually spent the money on it. My girl said she was tired of watching me play all these fucking games that I've been playing, that if she wants to be able to sit in here and watch me play something, but she doesn't like Destiny, and she doesn't like Minecraft. And she's like, I want to sit in and watch you play something. So I was like, well, what? That's what I ended up getting. I got it sitting there on Steam. I haven't started playing it yet, but I've got it play.
So it's ready to go.
It is ready to go.
Speaking of Steam, I'm just going to throw this out there. We're not going to talk about it for very long. Epic Games Store. Epic Games is releasing a game store to compete with Steam, where they're only going to take 12% of your cut as a game developer. You can do the research on it on your own, but I'm interested to see how that goes.
Amazon's game store is partnered to the Twitch app.
Really?
Yeah, you can actually go directly if you're watching a streamer play a game, even on Mixer. If you're watching a streamer play a game, you can go and
purchase the game.
Purchase the game in support of the streamer and the community. And that's Mixer or Twitch.
That's one of the cool things that the Epic Game Store is going to do. If you're a content creator and people use your affiliate link to purchase the game, you're going to get a kickback as a content creator.
You'll get a kickback and some Fortnite skins.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Fuck Fortnite. So Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Celeste. Do you guys know anything about this Celeste game?
I've heard more people talk about it, but not actually heard what they've talked about it. It's kind of, you hear Celeste, you're like, wait, who is talking about this game again? I keep hearing the name, but I'm not really seeing a whole lot on it. And I didn't really go diving in to try and look for it either, because when you look at it's weird. They're kind of the Slumdog Millionaire of the nominees. When you look,
they're gonna get pushed over a stool and break their back.
Well, no, it's Assassin's Creed. We go down the list.
Right.
They're
the dark horse.
And then there's like, all of a sudden, who is this? And it's probably
one person who's not on this list. Fortnite is not in the Game of the Year nominees for the Game Awards
because it wasn't released this year.
Whatever. He won Game of the Year. Fucking, what was it? Spike's Game of the Year or Game Awards or some shit?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fortnite got a Game of the Year award.
This year.
That's year.
Dumb.
Yep.
But yeah, so it's one that I definitely need to go check out because it's the indie title from nowhere where it's got all the rumblings like you need to check this game out. I just haven't. It's kind of
backburnered.
My calendar has been pretty full. There's not a lack of stuff to play, to be honest. If you really go look at Steam right now, you can just find random little shit to spend your money on and have something different to play constant. And they just keep releasing more and more. Like, you also just had Farming Simulator 2019 dropped. That is another big title for people to just every year kind of melt into.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
I've been looking at getting the Trucker series, not Euro Truck Simulator, but American Truck Simulator.
Hell yeah!
I've been looking at getting that.
So our next category has Fortnite in it because it's best ongoing game.
Oh wait, everybody else, for those who didn't hear, God of War, Spider-Man, Monster Hunter World, and Red Dead Redemption are the other nominees that go in with Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Celeste for
Red Dead gets my vote.
Marvel Spider-Man's going to be really high on the list, and Red Dead's definitely going to be high on the list.
So let's put our votes in on this. My vote obviously is going to Red Dead. Out of the Game of the Year nominees available here, where would you put your votes?
I would have to say Red Dead.
Not even playing it, you would have to say Red Dead. Thump?
Everything that I've seen, man, it just, out of everything that's on that list, Red Dead interests me. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Thump is frozen.
No.
Okay, you're not. Okay, you were frozen there for a second on the XSplit.
Yeah, I've been noticing that in the stream. Get a little slow and stuttery over there.
Yeah.
But, no, for me, I don't know. There's been not really negative conversation, but enough not so positive conversation about Red Dead and the economy and the PvP.
Well, that's where.
Hold on. I'm gonna give you my answer. In the PvP, that the game I'm going to go ahead and recommend is one that I haven't played either one of them. And I'm doing this purely from what I've heard and seen of these games. And I'm going to say Marvel's Spider-Man because there was no backlash or complaint coming along with that game. It was polished, it was ready to run, and it gleamed. And it came across with radiant applause. I mean, God of War was good, but Spider-Man smacked it like it was its bitch on PlayStation.
Yeah. My vote for Red Dead leaves out the online component. The single player of Red Dead for me is what gets my vote.
Yeah.
Well, there was enough there for like jumping your horse, like running into a tree, and all of a sudden him being dead. Like there was enough mechanical flaws that just kind of didn't.
Right.
And like I said, it's not a bad thing. It was that there was just enough of a conversation that I think Spider-Man put together the best game on release, and that was it. That was why I said that's where my vote goes for that.
Cool. Let's move to best ongoing game. So we've got Destiny 2, Forsaken, Fortnite, No Man's Sky, Overwatch, and Rainbow Six Siege. I think we have played all of these games, haven't we? I know I have. I've played all of these
I haven't
games.
played Siege. I will say that Destiny should probably be in a category for comeback game
Yeah.
because I have to say that they had squandered and flopped and were horrible for a year one release, and they have answered the call to try and turn that game around and now have really generated a lot of excitement amongst the players of their game. So
We could say the same thing about No Man's Sky, because if you think about it, you and I didn't hop into that until that major update.
until next.
Yeah, but we thoroughly enjoyed it. At some point, I'd like to go back to it. I wish No Man's Sky.
This last content update, I've heard we really need to go over to it. That it's supposed to be really cool now.
What I'd really like to see from No Man's Sky is a VR experience.
Oh, there is no VR, isn't it?
Nope, there is no No Man's Sky VR experience. I would love to play that in my Oculus Rift. Even if it was just the flying through space. Dude, I would love to play No Man's Sky in VR.
Yeah, I bet that would be a blast.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll start with Guru, because I know, Guru, you haven't played too many of these games. Which one would you
I've
pick?
I've played the Tom Clancy. I've dabbled with Fortnite. Overwatch, I've played the heck out of, and some of the new stuff that they've added into that is actually pretty fun. No Man's Sky never played, and Destiny just not recently. You know what I mean? Like they're just now starting to actually get my interest. So I'm gonna have to say Overwatch.
All right. And Thump?
Well, I mean, I gave my reasoning for why I think Destiny's worthy of the category. No Man's Sky, especially considering what I'm hearing like about their new update, like next brought us into it. This next update's supposed to bring us back, so it's supposed to be really good. I can't argue the honest fact though that Fortnite's putting down the book, man. I mean, it's still doing it. Like skins and everything else about it's still a thing. Like it's still Fortnite.
Yeah, from an outside
200
perspective.
Eight. What was the numbers that like they just put up some numbers? I forget what the hell.
Fortnite makes ridiculous money.
Well, no,
they do.
Player base. There's a player-to-player base like that they just hit.
I think it's. I will say.
Oh yeah,
not my.
Fortnite hit 200 million players with 8.3 million concurrent.
So, From an outside perspective, not my personal opinion, Fortnite takes the win in this category.
Right.
From my personal opinion, I'll give it to Destiny 2 Forsaken. From what I've enjoyed. So personal experience, I'd give it to Destiny 2. From a logical perspective, Fortnite's going to win this category.
Yeah.
Y'all have to agree with that. With the logical aspect of it.
Best game direction. A Way Out. I've never even heard of that one.
Me and Webb played this game. One person could buy it and give it to another person. And y'all played each character and had to help each other get through and break out of prison. It was a really, really good story, and we had a blast with it.
I've heard of Detroit Become Human, but I've never played it.
I heard it was a very emotional game.
Same.
That's kind of what I've heard. God of War.
I heard that was deep.
Spider-Man, and Red Dead. For me, it goes to Red Dead because the single-player campaign, dude, like, I felt for Arthur. Like, I was sad when I... Spoiler. Wait. I was sad when I got tuberculosis, man. I was sad when I was dying of tuberculosis, when I'm riding around coughing my lungs up and stuff like that. Like, I really enjoyed the Red Dead Redemption 2 story. I really did.
Like, I've gone, like, Red Dead so far, since I haven't been able to get my hands on it, I've watched all of these storyline parts, and out of the Red Dead, that one definitely I'll have to agree with. It was, like, really sad after seeing all the gameplay for all of them. That one, I was like, man, really? Why?
It hits you in the feels. You literally play as your character is dying.
And, I mean, the other ones, they also had one, but, I mean, you play as that character for a good long while. I mean, in Spider-Man, nothing really was going on with you, but there was some other stuff going on, granted, which kind of also a little bit, God of War, I mean, you're growing with your kid, you know, you're roaming around with your kids. So, I mean, that one too, like, I would have, like, but it would have to be in between.
Teaching your boy to be a man.
Yeah. I mean, it would, out of all,
Get a job.
out of the, it would be, out of those
Or learn to
two,
play football better.
Yeah.
out of the decisions, I would have to say Red Dead, but, like, God of War is, like, really close behind it.
Thump?
Like, I went way too far down, didn't I? Where are we at?
We are at best game direction.
Yeah, I went down in a narrative. I mean, like I said, I played A Way Out. That not only for me made a connection in game where you were really bonded with the character, but because it was that co-op experience, like you really start depending on that other player. It wasn't a single player game or you with another guy who you could carry. It was like you two had to build and develop through the story with each other.
I don't know what that loud whistle sound just was, but damn, that was loud.
Neither do I.
I didn't hear.
Yeah, it sounded like a loud whistle. Sorry if you had headphones on, because that was loud.
Yeah, it was almost like a straw being put in a cup.
I think I know what it was.
So,
I muted that channel. I muted the tablet's channel.
Oh, okay. So for you, it's A Way Out in best game direction.
Yeah, because it really drove like together. The only way you're getting out here is together. It drove that shit home. You were like, all right, fucking come on, we can do this. I need you to grab that. I'll grab this and do that, and I'll do this. We'll get out of this motherfucker. Like that's everything about it was like escaping from prison and you and your buddy having to get out of that shit.
Nice. So what was that released on?
Xbox is where I played.
Okay. May have to look into that because that sounds I never had even heard of it until this. So
Neither have I.
so
Like
maybe
the
something
only
good.
ones.
It was definitely good.
All right. Best narrative. Detroit Become Human. I didn't play it, so I can't really comment. God of War. I know what it's about. Life is Strange 2, Episode 1, Spider-Man, and Red Dead. Well, I'll just say right now, I'm giving it to Red Dead because that's my game.
I'm gonna give it to Red Dead as well.
Same.
Just because it seems to have had, like, out of these stories, kind of one of the best narratives about it. Like you said, you were emotionally attached to dying of tuberculosis.
Yeah, and you got emotionally attached to the other characters around you. I mean, you hated some of the people in your posse. You truly despised them for who they were. So, and you kind of watched what became Red Dead Redemption, the first one. You kind of see it all fall. It makes it all fall into place for you, and it was good.
At first, you thought John was a bitch.
Yep. Best art direction: Assassin's Creed, God of War, Octopath Traveler. I've heard of Octopath Traveler. I've never played it. Red Dead, Return of Obra Dinn. What is that?
I don't know.
I'm going to have a hard time voting for this because the one game that I played out of it is Red Dead 2. And man, it did some great work in there, so it's going to get my vote, but I know how beautiful Assassin's Creed Odyssey was. I know how beautiful God of War was.
Both of them look really, really, really good.
Okay, it's on Steam. Return of Obra Dinn. It is not the taxing graphic processor game. It is dynamic artwork.
Interesting.
Where it looks to be a black and white.
So I'm going to abstain from this category because I'd have to give it to Red Dead based on my experience, but without really knowing or playing the other games, I can't really comment on their art direction. So,
and neither can I. I mean, what I've seen though, out of like I've only watched the 3. Now, out of the watch aspect, kind of want to say God of War.
All right. Thump?
Yeah, I'm going to have to lean towards God of War myself. What I saw out of that game was amazing. I haven't hopped into Assassin's Creed yet to be able to dive into that on my own and see where I'm going to go there, but I know what I saw there. That was amazing.
Sponsored
the
category.
Art really good.
Sponsored
category.
The sponsored category presented by Spotify. Are all these other categories sponsored? Nope. Spotify's like, hey, we'll give you some money, man. Just put our name on this shit.
Well, best music score.
Yeah, but is this music running through your playlist on Spotify?
Actually, in some cases, yes, there is a lot of video game music running through a lot of people's playlists.
Yeah, I was about to say.
World of Warcraft music plays on, I couldn't tell you how many computers across the country on a regular basis.
And yeah, you're right. A lot of times I prefer more ambient or just scores over lyrical music anymore.
Right. And that's, yes.
So
Because it is that, like, that's why you can actually buy games now that come with their soundtracks.
So Celeste, God of War, Spider-Man, Ni no Kuni 2, Octopath Traveler, Red Dead Redemption. I'll tell you right now. For me, it's Red Dead. I like that. I like that Wild West country.
I'm
music.
trying to figure out a category that they haven't been nominated for, and one that you haven't voted for.
I was about to say, like.
But dude,
I'm gonna go with
I
God of
actually,
War on that.
I actually really like. There was times where I'd be sitting playing with my dude. Y'all know him, B Ryan, Mr. Nice Guy. Where we're like, dude, I wish there was more. I wish they'd have the music more in the game. There's times where the music cuts out, and you're like, no, bring the music back. because the music. I mean, think about it. You're out traveling on your own, and that music is it's your background. It's part of the background, and they did a great job with making that music part of the background. And I'm kind of partial to that. That's that country. Even though I'm not a country music fan by any means, well, not pop country music fan by any means. They did a good job of
I was like, I've spent some late nights with you that would scream different, but
yeah. When we start getting into like Hank the Third and just Hank Senior and stuff like that, I'm down. But the music was good in that. I can't really speak for any of the others. I imagine God of War had some pretty epic music.
It did.
It did.
And I like that style of music too. If I had listened to it, I could probably comment. But for what I know, it's Red Dead, man. Best audio design presented by Dolby. More sponsors.
Ni no Kuni 2.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not mistaken, actually is probably one of the more popular soundtracks out of all of these right now.
Anime soundtracks, dude, are always good. I actually have the Death Note soundtrack saved on my YouTube, downloaded on my YouTube, and I
could believe having and wanting to listen to. I'll tell you this right now: I am sitting back and watching Naruto, and I do not want any of their intro outro music.
No, you don't.
It's
Death Note.
It's like what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you got the characters singing about the episode that is about to happen or the episode that they just watched?
Yep.
Like why is every one of these an animated musical of what is coming or just happened?
Yeah, like I got a whole playlist of like anime that I like listen to. Like My Hero Academia.
Serious. And Spotify set list, yes.
Yeah, and My Hero Academia, I have almost the whole entire playlist of that. It's a good anime.
So next category, best audio design presented by Dolby. We got Black Ops, Forza, God of War, Spider-Man, and Red Dead.
Mine goes to Forza.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, I'm gonna skip Red Dead on this one and give it to Forza.
For audio?
Yeah,
dude.
For audio design, yeah, absolutely.
Because they make the every little tune.
Just the way the cars sound, man.
Yeah.
The way the cars sound, the way they sound on asphalt, the way they sound on dirt, the way they sound on grass, the way they sound in the sand.
Yeah. It's good. I'm giving that one to Forza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
They always do a great. Yeah, they do always great job with the audio.
I mean, Red Dead's good. You know, when from the gunshots to the horses, to to frickin' skinning an animal. It's good, but it's.
I
not,
mean, I almost
it's not
wanted
as
to give
intricate as Forza.
I almost wanted to give Red Dead the art one, but the problem was they put way entirely too much detail in that horse's testicles.
Best performance. Brian
must be-
Deckhart as Connor in Detroit Become Human. So this is voice acting.
Yeah, voice.
Christopher Judge as Kratos.
He was awesome as Kratos.
Melisandre Mahout as Cassandra in Assassin's Creed.
I've heard she was really good. Everybody says that playthrough is definitely the way to go with that game. That the female main is like really good. That whole storyline.
Wow, that's the dude who voiced Arthur?
Oh, you didn't know that it was Roger Clark?
No. Yuri Lowenthal as Peter Parker. He does a great job. It sounded like an old-ass outlaw, man. You know where my vote is, guys. What's yours?
He's got Arthur Morgan.
I'm going to have to say Kratos.
Yeah, I'm going to have to give it to that, but that's only because I haven't gotten into Mahut yet. Because once I play that, I may come back with a completely different answer. Because I've heard it's really good, but I've heard a lot of Kratos.
Yeah, same. I've heard that her role is definitely the
yeah, I've
role
heard
to
that
go
playthrough
with.
is really good, but I've also ignored that because Unity, I've been done with them since Unity.
You and me both. You and me both.
I put down my
myself as
Assassin's
well.
Creed. I put down my Assassin's Creed controller at Unity.
Dude, me and Thump put a lot of time in Unity just to continue fighting the BS that game never fit. Like
certain stories you just couldn't get through the mission because it was gonna do something retarded.
And we were ready for it too. Every single time.
Right.
It's like,
wait, don't jump out that window yet.
just wait real quick. Let's see.
Hold on.
We got.
You know what happens when you jump out the window? Don't jump out the window.
We've got 1:27 left on Radio Land. We're just going to carry on because Radio Land doesn't matter for us anymore because it doesn't work properly. But so Radio Land, listen if you want. Join us on Facebook or YouTube if you want to carry on. Other than that, Games for Impact. For a thought-provoking game with a profound pro-social meaning or message. 1111 Memories Retold, Celeste, Florence, Life is Strange 2, The Missing. I don't know anything about any of these games. I can't vote.
Neither do I not.
I will have to say for this alone, I'm going to give it to Celeste because it was obviously thought-provoking enough to get the nod for Game of the Year.
I'll give you that.
Yeah, I'll give it to.
Yeah, if I was forced to pick, that's probably the logic I would use.
It was like, well, it's nominated for Game of the Year. I mean,
there's got to be something, right?
Yeah, I mean, these other games are probably really good and really thought-provoking, but I'd have to say this one is a full immersion type thing.
Next category, Best Independent Game for outstanding creative and technical achievement in a game made outside the traditional publisher system. Celeste.
Oh, shit.
Dead Cells, Into the Breach, Return of the Obra Dinn, The Messenger. I can't.
I've seen Into the Breach. Dead Cells is dope.
Is it?
Yeah.
So I can't really vote, but you know.
Like I said, until I see Celeste, I really can't.
I don't really know any.
But I know Dead Cells, and Dead Cells is awesome.
All right, so we got the one vote for Dead Cells because there's some actual knowledge. Next category, best mobile game. Let's see if what we know is in there. Donut County, Florence, Fortnite, PUBG Mobile, Reigns, Game of Thrones. I need to look at this Game of Thrones game.
Were these all new releases?
They must
I think
be.
they are.
For the
think
best
every
game
single one of
playable
them
on a
are.
dedicated mobile device. I'm going to have to look at this Game of Thrones game. I'm not playing. PUBG Mobile can suck my balls. First and foremost.
Actually, until you get past level 5, PUBG Mobile is nothing but you and bots anyway.
Yeah, and when I got there, I didn't enjoy it anyways. So, to hell with PUBG Mobile. I'm not going to vote for Fortnite because I just don't like Fortnite. I don't know Florence.
So we're giving it to Game of Thrones.
Give it to Game of Thrones because I like Game of Thrones.
Let's give it to Donut County.
Yeah, fuck it. Donut County because donuts are delicious. Good job,
Yeah,
Ben.
and
Good job, Ben Esposito.
That's right. We got you, bro.
You did great. We love donuts. Best VR AR game. Astrobot Rescue Mission. So that's a Sony exclusive Sony VR game. I do know that much. Beat Saber.
That is dope.
Yeah, I've got it, man. It is fun. Your arms hurt after playing. you get into swinging them sabers, dude. And plus, I've downloaded the mods to where I've pulled in a lot of other songs that weren't originally in the game. So
right,
that gets my vote. Tetris Effect, Moss.
I've seen a lot of Tetris Effect. To play Tetris in VR, I don't think it should or could have been done any other way. That game looks amazing, and the gameplay that I've seen has been phenomenal. I'm gonna give it to Beat Saber because that's my shit right there. I love that rhythmic style gaming like
Absolutely.
that.
Plus, it makes you feel like you're wielding a lightsaber. You're training day.
So, and some of the YouTube videos out there of people taping their controllers together and running dual sabers.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of cool stuff around Beat Saber. Beat Saber definitely gets my best VR game.
Yeah.
I still think VR is not where it needs to be.
I've watched a little bit of that Firewall. That isn't bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it. It's not bad. It's kind of funny watching some people play that, but
Is it kind of like CS:GO?
Pretty much, yeah, dude. Like I've watched a couple of
VR.
people. I've watched a lot of people drop their freaking
So that's a Sony
rifles trying to reload it, or
that's a PSVR game. Sony Interactive Entertainment is the publisher on that, so that's Sony exclusive. Okay.
I've watched some people play it. It's not bad. Not bad. Definitely hilarious to watch people play.
Best action game. For the best game in the action genre focused on combat. Call of Duty, Dead Cells, Destiny 2, Far Cry, and Mega Man 11. Thump? Your vote?
It's not gonna be Far Cry. It's not gonna be Call of Duty.
Nope.
Dead Cells it's crazy. Like the pacing of the game, it plays like Binding of Isaac as far as your randomness of pickups and what.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. So you could be going through and you get to select whether or not you want to like dual wield or single wield or shoot bows, or like you get 2 weapon choices as you're going along, like as your character evolves through the game and stuff. Like that game is really nice for what it is. You'd never believe that it was full of the amount of customization of gameplay. So I'd say action-wise, like, it's really good. Destiny 2 Forsaken, I mean, it's great, man, and it's getting better and better. I'd be in a deadlock between those two. I've heard Mega Man 11's really good. I haven't even got to like peek at that yet, though.
Nor have I. For my vote, I'm gonna have to go Destiny 2. I've played Black Ops 4, and it's just Call of Duty, man.
I wasn't going to give Call of Duty any of my votes anyways, but that's just me. I'm going to have to say Destiny 2 until I see some of that Dead Cells.
Yeah, the way you're talking, Thump, I'm really wanting to look into this Dead Cells game.
Yeah, I'm going to have to definitely take a look at it.
Best action adventure game. I know there's one game in this category that's getting my vote, and I haven't even scrolled down to see it yet.
Yeah.
So, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, God of War, Spider-Man. Oh, there it is. Red Dead Redemption 2. Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
We'll just slap the Red Dead vote on it there and
Yeah.
scroll on.
Yeah. Red
Because
Dead.
you shouldn't be in this next category, right?
Best role-playing game. No, it's not going to be there. It's not going to be there. Dragon Quest 11. Monster Hunter World. I want to play that. I still want to play Monster Hunter World.
What, World? It's not bad. It's really not.
Just because Dauntless has kind of got me into the Monster Hunter thing. And Dauntless is a great game. I think it is.
Yes.
I haven't played it in a while, but something I'll definitely get back to at some point. Ni no Kuni 2, Octopath Traveler, Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire. I can't vote. None of the role-playing
Monster
games
Hunter World.
Okay.
I've watched enough Monster Hunter World that, yeah, I'd give it the vote there. PoE, though, you want to talk about... I don't know. I'm going to have to change my vote. PoE.
Okay.
Because it is so creative. And it involves, like, you want to know the guys who are actually running 4K systems? People playing Pillars of Eternity.
Okay.
Really?
That's the guy who goes out and buys a $10,000 computer because he wants to see that game really shine. In the creation elements of AoEs that you can have off of these characters and projectile and magic and everything else. Like, the walk into a screen sometimes and it's just so much shit happening that it would stop the average machine.
Well, now I may have a goal once I get a 4K monitor. Best fighting game. Blaze Blue, Cross Tag Battle, Dragon Ball. There you go. Soul Calibur 4, Street Fighter 5.
I want to play Soul Calibur, but I'm going to say Dragon Ball.
I've never really been big into fighting games other than Bloody
Dragon
Roar.
Ball Z Fighter.
I used to really like all the Soul Calibur games.
I played a good bit of Soul Calibur. But Bloody Roar is the only fighting game I've ever been super into where I knew everyone's combos.
Ah.
Best family game: Mario Tennis Aces, Nintendo Labo, Overcooked 2, Starlink Battle for Atlas, Super Mario Party.
Overcooked is so much fun.
Overcooked is fun. I played the original Overcooked and it was fun. I'm probably going to give it to Nintendo Labo just because of what they're doing.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that.
Same.
Best strategy game: The Banner Saga 3, BattleTech, Frostpunk, Into the Breach, and Valkyria Chronicles 4. Frostpunk is a game it's on my wish list. I've been really wanting to pick it up. So, just because I want it, that's probably where I'd have to put my vote.
I don't know any of them.
The Banner Saga 3.
All right. Best sports racing game: Forza 4. Moving on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, actually, out of all... Now, you know that Pro Evolution's going to win.
Yeah, soccer's too big. Or football.
Oh, wait, is FIFA 19 or Pro Evolution?
Is FIFA in there?
Oh, that's a PSE. So FIFA's gonna get it
Yeah. FIFA will probably get it,
because it's EA.
but Forza's got my vote.
Yeah,
Yeah, Forza gets my vote as well.
same.
Best,
Even though Mario Tennis, I bet is
Pretty fun,
as shit.
probably. Yeah.
yeah, probably
I bet
pretty
it's
damn
fun
fun.
as shit.
Best multiplayer game: Black Ops 4, Destiny 2, Fortnite, Monster Hunter, Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves is taking my vote here.
Sea
Yep,
of Thieves.
yep. I'm gonna have to go there as well. And I was gonna say I can't give it to Destiny because it was meta in its PvP for the longest time, and now they still don't have real matchmaking kind of priority set up, so you're not really getting qualified properly with your groups.
Black Ops 4 Fortnite's going to win this category, but my vote's going to Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, I would definitely.
Same.
Because it changed the way you looked at multiplayer.
Best,
Yeah, it did. Everybody had to work together to even get your shit going.
Best student game. I'm not going to be able to comment on any of these.
I don't know. Is your buddy's game in here?
Hell no.
Because he's a student and has a game.
Yeah. It's nope. Best debut indie game: Donut Country, Florence, Moss, The Messenger, Yoku's Island Express. I'm just giving it to Donuts because I'm fat.
Yep, Donuts it is.
Donut.
Even though Moss looks like it might be
Might be good.
Might be really neat. That little whatever that is might be really cool.
Little mouse there.
Little mouse with a
Little Stuart Little.
With some really big old ears.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Best esports game: CS:GO, Dota 2, Fortnite, League of Legends, Overwatch. I'm giving it to Overwatch because fuck Fortnite.
Yeah. Overwatch.
I'm with you on that because on the esports level, Fortnite's really not.
Yeah.
It's really not that kind of game. I'd have to say Overwatch is definitely more solidified in that level.
Yeah, and balanced.
Yeah, I'd say.
Best esports player. I don't know these people.
Is Ninja in the voting?
He's not an esports player anymore. He's just a streamer now. Ninja's not.
That's
actually
right. No
on
Shroud
team.
here either, then, huh?
Yep, precisely.
Because Shroud retired too.
So no vote for me. Best esports team.
Oh no, Sonic Fox, man.
Sonic Fox. Where?
Hell yeah.
I've never
First on the list.
Never really watched. I really don't sit back and watch esports. I'm too busy with my free time trying to play the damn games versus watching someone else play them.
I always got to stream up on a monitor.
Not I. I have too much other shit up on my damn monitors. Usually I'm like reading articles anymore. I'm getting old, man. I'm reading news articles while I'm playing games, or watching tech videos. That's where my streams go. Is I'm watching tech videos.
Yep.
Best esports team.
Fnatic.
There you go.
I mean, look.
Best esports. They got esports coaches now. What? I'm just going to give it based on someone's looks. I'm going to give it to this Hodor-looking motherfucker. Danny Zonic Sorensen.
I'd give it to the Cloud9 coach. Or the Fnatic coach. They're really good. Like
but
either
this dude
of
looks
those.
like Hodor.
Well, yeah, I mean.
I don't know. Look at Team Vitality's coach, dude. He looks classy. This guy probably has a monocle somewhere. Best esports event: E-League Major, EVO 2018, League of Legends World Championship, Overwatch League Grand Finale, the International. I know the International is huge. All of these are huge. I don't know where to vote there.
Oh man, League World Championships is crazy, and Overwatch Grand Finals were stupid.
Yeah, I'd probably give it to Overwatch if I had to vote. Best esports host, I can't really vote here, so I'll pick based on looks.
Oh, it's Golden Boy all day.
Golden Boy. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, it's Golden Boy all day.
But this guy looks like a poor man's James Bond.
You what? Red Eye?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like Paul.
Best esports moment: C9 comeback win, G2 beating RNG, KT versus IG base race, OG's massive upset of LGD, Sonic Fox side switch against Go1 and DBZ.
Triple overtime against FaZe. Cloud9's comeback.
Here we go. Here's where we'll see Ninja. Content Creator of the Year: Dr. Lupo, Myth, Ninja, Pokimane, Willie Rex. I think Ninja's going to win this.
Oh man, I think he might, but Lupo definitely deserves it.
All right. And that's it. That's your video game awards, ladies and gentlemen.
And Pokimane, I believe she got.
So I think we need to follow up next week and see who actually got awarded, and roll back through this. Maybe just briefly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I felt like that was good. I felt like some good games were represented there, and I feel like I may have found some games to get into even out of that.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of amazed considering the fact that like 70% of them were Red Dead votes.
Well, I mean, that's been my game of the year since before it came out.
Yep. It's true. Anybody who's been listening knew he was waiting. Yep.
I've been waiting since 2010, man. I've been waiting 8 years.
Marble moments. We've talked about them.
Yep. Well, and they gave me what I expected out of the single player. So,
well, you've definitely gotten your hours in.
I'll separate Red Dead Online right now from what Red Dead Redemption 2 is. Because Red Dead Online, in my opinion, is a different game.
Right.
Yeah. I just like that cowboy shit, man. That's what made America. I mean, if you really think about it. Outlaws. The Wild West.
Yep.
And I've watched a lot of documentaries and stuff on Wild West figures. One of my favorite TV shows of all time is fucking Deadwood. I know it's still, not true to life, but Deadwood was a great show if you've never watched it.
Fun place to visit too.
I need to go. I really do, man. I really want to go. Not because I ride motorcycles or anything, but because Wild West, man. Wild West.
You might want to just go up there and rent one, because it's not worth riding around on anything else. You want to be on the bike.
Oh yeah. I mean, if anything, if I was going to go, I probably wouldn't go during Sturgis or anything like that. I would probably go during quiet time because I don't like people.
Yeah, I would still get a bike.
Maybe one day. I like dirt bikes, dude. I just don't like riding bikes on the road. Can I ride a dirt bike all the way there?
You can license anything on the road there. We saw side-by-sides are allowed and everything.
Maybe one day I'll get a motorcycle.
Yeah, it was really funny. We saw those mini dirt bikes.
Yeah.
They were allowed on the road as long as you register.
Nice.
You can get a tag for them.
Yeah, I imagine a lot of people are probably trailering their bikes there too, aren't they?
A lot of people. It was kind of weird for us, the group that went with us. Like, we rode there, but the group that showed up with us flew their bikes in.
Oh, wow.
No, they flew in and then had a transport truck that actually brought all the bikes in. Okay. So their whole group of bikes came in on one tractor trailer.
I just know, I know from my dirt bike riding experience, after enough hours, your hand goes fucking numb. Riding a dirt bike, anyways. My throttle
I
hand.
had some fairly easy. My throttle on my bike, it wasn't too bad,
Yeah,
and you don't have to grip it real hard.
yeah. I suppose riding on the road versus riding off road, you'd be able to relax a lot more. Never ridden a street bike, only ridden dirt bikes and ridden dirt bikes on streets.
Mine's a big old cruiser, and I can just relax and sit, fucking happy as hell, just not having to worry about nothing.
Hell yeah. Well, gentlemen, I've got about 6 hours before I got to get up to work, so I'm ready to call it. Are y'all ready?
Yeah, man. Been
I gotta check on my demon.
the angry dandelion.
Yes, sir. All right, everyone who's out there watching, thanks for tuning in. Throw us a like, subscribe, share, all that jazz. If you didn't like what you watched, why were you watching? I'm not.
We appreciate it anyway.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say dislike. I'm not gonna say throw us a thumbs down or anything like that. I'm just gonna ask you why you were watching if you didn't like it.
Yeah, and I'm not judging. I mean, if that's what you like to do.
Yeah. If you want to troll, I'll report you for griefing. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. We'll start with bye Facebook.
Bye-bye.
And later YouTubes.
Later, YouTube.